I know many of us have moments when we feel like our bodies just aren't as strong as they used to be, right? You've probably asked yourself, how can I get my muscle strength back, feel energetic again, just like I did in my 40s? Well, today, I'm going to reveal a super simple daily habit that can help you do just that, restore your muscle strength and feel more energized, without spending hours in the gym or buying expensive supplements. This is the one habit that 99% of seniors don't know about. But before we dive in, I want to ask, have you heard about this habit before? Drop a 1 in the comments if you think you already know what it is, or a 2 if you're curious and want to find out. Stick with me until the end of the video because, trust me, by the time we're done, you'll know exactly how this simple habit can make you feel stronger, more active, and youthful again. It's easier than you think. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button, share this video with someone who might find it helpful, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on tips like these. Now, let's jump right into it. Hydration and muscle strength. Let me ask you something. How much water are you drinking every day? Now, I know that might seem like a simple question, but stick with me here. You may be surprised to learn just how crucial hydration is when it comes to maintaining strong muscles, especially as we age. You see, many seniors don't realize how much water their body really needs. It's easy to think that we can go a day without paying much attention to our water intake, but let me tell you, dehydration can actually slow down muscle recovery and even lead to muscle fatigue. In fact, the simple act of drinking enough water could be one of the most important things you do for your muscles as you get older. But what does hydration have to do with muscle strength? Well, when your body is dehydrated, your muscles don't function as well. They become more prone to cramping, and your energy levels take a hit. And if you're not drinking enough water, it means your muscles can't fully repair themselves after any physical activity. This leads to slower recovery, which means it's harder to get back to feeling strong and active. Here's something you may not have known. Studies show that staying properly hydrated actually helps maintain muscle strength. When you drink enough water, it helps the nutrients in your body reach your muscles more efficiently, and this enables them to recover faster and rebuild. This is especially important for seniors. You're not just keeping your body cool, you're providing your muscles with the fuel they need to get stronger. Now, you might be wondering, how much water should I be drinking to help my muscles? It's generally recommended that seniors drink at least 8 cups of water a day, but this can vary based on your level of activity and environmental factors like the weather. If you're more active, or if it's hot outside, you'll need to increase that intake. So, be mindful of how much you're drinking, especially after meals or exercise. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just about drinking plain water. While that's important, hydration can also come from foods. That's right, fruits and vegetables like cucumbers, watermelon, strawberries, and oranges are packed with water and will keep you hydrated throughout the day. Not only do these foods taste great, but they can also help you stay on track with your hydration goals. So, let me ask you again, are you getting enough water every day? If you've been thinking about your hydration lately, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments if you feel like you're drinking enough, or drop a 2 if you think you could improve. This way, we can help each other out and make sure we're all staying on top of our health. I know it can be hard to remember to drink enough water, especially if you're busy or distracted. But here's a tip. Set reminders throughout the day to help you keep track of your hydration goals. If you drink a glass of water every hour, it'll become second nature, and soon enough, you'll feel the difference in your energy levels and muscle strength. Also, did you know that staying hydrated can even help with muscle cramps? If you're experiencing those annoying cramps in your legs or back, dehydration might be the culprit. When you drink enough water, you reduce the chances of those painful cramps, which means you can stay active and continue enjoying your favorite activities. And while hydration is important for muscle recovery, don't forget about electrolytes. When you sweat or do any kind of physical activity, you lose electrolytes, which help maintain your muscle function. If you're not replenishing those, it can lead to muscle weakness and cramps. That's why drinks like coconut water or electrolyte-rich foods like bananas can help you stay balanced. Alright, so here's the big question. Are you prioritizing hydration in your routine? If you've been thinking about your water intake, I'd love to know. Drop a yes in the comments if you're doing a good job staying hydrated, or drop a no if you think you could drink more water. If you feel like you're already hydrating well, that's awesome. Keep it up, and your muscles will thank you. If not, don't worry. It's all about making small, consistent changes. Start today by keeping a water bottle nearby and sipping on it throughout the day. Your body will adjust, and before you know it, staying hydrated will become second nature. But here's the key takeaway. Hydration is one of the easiest and most effective ways to support your muscle strength as you age. So, start today by drinking more water, and give your muscles the best chance to stay strong and active. Before we move on to the next tip, let's make sure we're all on the same page. If you haven't already, hit that like button to show your support, and share this video with a friend who might need some hydration tips too. And, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. You don't want to miss out on the upcoming videos filled with more tips to help you stay strong and healthy. Now, let's keep this going. Stay with me, because I'm about to share another game-changing habit that can help you get stronger every day. The role of protein in restoring muscle strength. Now that we've talked about hydration, let's dive into something else that is absolutely critical when it comes to building and maintaining muscle strength: protein. You might already know that protein is important, but did you know it plays an even more vital role as we age? Let me ask you, do you make sure to get enough protein in your diet every day? If you don't, you could be missing out on one of the easiest ways to restore your muscle strength. Here's the deal: protein is essentially the building block for muscle. After any physical activity, your muscles need protein to repair and rebuild. Without enough of it, your muscles won't recover as quickly, and you could end up feeling weaker than you should. This is a major reason why many seniors start to feel like they're losing muscle strength. They simply aren't getting enough protein to keep up with muscle repair and growth. Now, before you start thinking about protein shakes or expensive supplements, let me tell you something. You can get plenty of protein from regular, everyday foods you probably already have in your kitchen. Lean meats like chicken, turkey, and fish are excellent sources of protein. But if you're not a meat eater, don't worry. Beans, lentils, eggs, and dairy products like yogurt and cheese are all fantastic protein-rich options too. I know it can be hard to remember to eat enough protein, especially if you're not used to focusing on your nutrition. But here's the thing. Research shows that seniors who consume more protein have significantly better muscle mass retention and strength compared to those who don't. In fact, a study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults who increased their protein intake saw an improvement in both muscle mass and strength. Now, let me ask you again, how much protein are you really getting each day? I know some of you might be thinking, I eat enough, but if you haven't been actively tracking your protein intake, it's possible you're missing the mark. It's recommended that seniors aim for 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day to keep muscles strong. But the real magic happens when you spread that protein intake out throughout the day, not just in one big meal. You see, your body can only absorb a certain amount of protein at a time, so it's important to get smaller doses of protein during each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That way, your muscles are constantly getting the nutrients they need to rebuild and grow stronger. And here's a helpful tip: if you're feeling stuck when it comes to meal planning, start small. Add a boiled egg to your morning oatmeal, or try adding some grilled chicken to your salad at lunch. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can also experiment with protein-rich smoothies made with yogurt, berries, and protein powder if you're on the go. By now, I bet you're thinking, maybe I could use a little more protein in my life. And you know what? You're absolutely right. If you want to feel stronger and more energetic, focusing on protein is one of the easiest ways to do it. So, let's hear it. Are you getting enough protein in your diet? If you've been paying attention to your protein intake, drop a 1 in the comments. If you haven't really focused on it yet, drop a 2. I'd love to hear where you stand. And hey, while we're talking about protein, make sure to hit that like button if you're finding this information useful. Share the video with a friend who might also need a little protein boost, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way, you'll stay updated on all our future tips to help you maintain strength and vitality as you age. Alright, let's move on to the next essential habit that will help restore your muscle strength. Strength training, the key to muscle maintenance. Okay, so we've covered hydration and protein, but now we're going to dive into something that's probably the most effective thing you can do to restore muscle strength: strength training. Now, I know what you might be thinking: strength training? That sounds intense. I'm not sure I'm ready to start lifting weights at my age. But don't worry, strength training doesn't have to mean heavy weights or complex routines. It's all about gentle, controlled movements that target your muscles and help them get stronger over time. Let me ask you, have you ever tried strength training before? Even if it's just basic exercises like squats, push-ups, or resistance band exercises, this type of movement is crucial for maintaining your muscle strength as you get older. The good news is that you don't need to spend hours at the gym to see results. In fact, just 2 to 3 short sessions per week can make a big difference in your strength levels. You see, as we age, our bodies naturally start to lose muscle mass in a process called sarcopenia. But here's the key. Research shows that strength training is one of the most effective ways to slow down and even reverse muscle loss. One study from the National Institute on Aging showed that seniors who engaged in regular strength training were able to retain more muscle mass, improve balance, and reduce the risk of falls. Think about that for a second. Strength training doesn't just help your muscles grow stronger, it helps you maintain your independence by improving balance and mobility. And when you can stay active and independent, you feel so much better about yourself and your quality of life. So, what kind of strength training should you try? If you're just starting out, I recommend beginning with low-impact exercises that you can do at home, like chair squats, resistance band exercises, and wall push-ups. These exercises don't require heavy equipment, and they are gentle on the joints while still giving you a great workout. You can even start with 10 to 15 minutes per session and gradually increase the time and intensity as you get stronger. But here's a tip, don't rush it. Focus on form over speed or intensity. It's more important to do each movement correctly to avoid injury. And as always, if you're unsure where to start, consider talking to a trainer or physical therapist who can help you get set up with a safe, effective routine. Now, back to you. Have you tried any strength exercises before? Drop a 1 in the comments if you've already done some strength training, or 2 if you're just getting started and could use some guidance. I'd love to hear about your experiences and what's worked for you. And before we move on to the next habit, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because we'll be sharing even more strength training tips and tricks in the future. And remember to like and share this video if you know someone who would benefit from this easy to follow strength routine. The importance of rest and recovery for muscle strength. Alright, now that we've covered hydration, protein, and strength training, there's one more crucial piece of the puzzle that many people overlook: rest and recovery. You may think, wait a minute, isn't rest just for when I'm tired? Well, not quite. Rest is an essential part of the process if you want to restore your muscle strength, and it plays a vital role in how your muscles recover and grow stronger. Let me ask you, how much rest do you give your muscles after a workout or any physical activity? Do you allow them enough time to recover, or are you pushing yourself too hard without proper breaks? If you're not prioritizing recovery, your muscles won't have the chance to fully rebuild, and you might end up feeling weaker and more fatigued. Here's the thing, after any kind of physical activity, your muscles experience tiny tears. These tears are completely normal and part of the muscle building process. But to repair and grow stronger, your muscles need time to rest and recover. This is when the magic happens. If you don't allow them enough time to rest, you're not giving them the chance to rebuild and get stronger. Research has shown that seniors who take proper recovery time between workouts are less likely to experience injury, more likely to see improvements in muscle strength, and recover faster overall. In fact, a study from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that seniors who took sufficient rest between strength training sessions had better results in both muscle strength and balance. So don't underestimate the power of rest. Let's talk about how much recovery time your muscles actually need. When it comes to strength training, it's recommended to take at least 48 hours between working the same muscle group. So if you do a strength workout on Monday, give your muscles time to recover before doing another workout targeting the same areas again. But recovery doesn't just mean doing nothing, it also involves gentle movement, like walking or stretching, to keep the blood flowing and avoid stiffness. Here's something you might not have thought about: sleep. Yep, that's right, getting enough good quality sleep is a huge part of muscle recovery. While you're sleeping, your body is hard at work repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue. In fact, a hormone called growth hormone is released during deep sleep, and it's responsible for muscle repair and regeneration. So if you're not getting enough sleep, your muscles won't recover as effectively, and you won't see the results you're hoping for. Now, let me ask you again, are you getting enough rest and recovery time? If you're not sure, drop a 1 in the comments if you feel like you're giving your muscles the proper rest they need, or a 2 if you know you could improve your recovery routine. Let's all help each other out and support our muscle recovery. Here's a tip for improving your recovery: stretching. Gentle stretching exercises after a workout can help improve flexibility, reduce muscle tightness, and enhance overall recovery. You don't have to spend a lot of time stretching, just a few minutes at the end of your session can make a world of difference. And while you're focusing on recovery, don't forget the importance of rest days. Active recovery, like light walking, yoga, or swimming, can help keep your muscles engaged without putting too much strain on them. It's all about balance. You don't have to go hard every day to get stronger. So, how are you doing with your recovery? If you feel like you're taking enough rest time, awesome. If not, don't worry. It's never too late to start prioritizing recovery for better muscle health. And if you want more tips on stretching or active recovery, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our future videos. Before we move on, make sure you like this video if you found it helpful, and share it with someone you think could use a little more recovery time in their routine. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. We've got more valuable insights coming your way to help you stay strong and healthy as you age. The final piece, putting it all together for muscle strength. Alright, now that we've talked about hydration, protein, strength training, and recovery, it's time to wrap everything up. I hope you're starting to see just how powerful these habits can be when combined. And the best part? You don't have to do everything all at once. Start small, and gradually incorporate these habits into your routine, and you'll start to see a big difference in how you feel. So, let's recap what we've covered. Hydration. Staying hydrated is key to keeping your muscles functioning properly. Water helps them recover, reduces cramps, and keeps your energy up. Protein. Eating enough protein is essential for muscle repair and growth. Focus on getting a balance of protein-rich foods throughout the day. Strength training. Regular strength exercises are one of the most effective ways to maintain and build muscle strength as you age. Start slow, and build up over time. Rest and recovery. Don't forget to give your muscles the time they need to recover. Sleep, stretching, and active recovery are just as important as the workout itself. Now, here's the thing, these 4 habits work together as a team. When you combine proper hydration, enough protein, strength training, and rest, you're giving your muscles everything they need to stay strong, recover faster, and perform better every day. You'll feel stronger, more energized, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. So, if you're ready to feel stronger and more energetic, I encourage you to start incorporating these habits into your daily routine. It doesn't have to be difficult or time-consuming. Just start with one small change and build from there. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you've been thinking about ways to improve your muscle strength, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below with your biggest takeaway from today's video, or let me know what habit you're planning to start with first. Your feedback really helps me know what kind of content to create next. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on more videos like this one. Your support helps us keep creating content to help you stay strong and healthy.